Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finances, and overall strategies to live your best life. Anyway, y'all, so it is Thursday and I am on my third day of PTO. If you guys know, I took some time off for my birthday. My 37th birthday was Tuesday. And so I'm super grateful for that, and I just want to rest and relax and enjoy my last day off, even though thankfully I actually work virtually tomorrow, so it's not like I have to go into the office or anything, or the clinic, so that's a good thing. Just, you know, because it feels like I pretty much took the whole week off, even though tomorrow is like long hours for me. I have a lot of sessions booked. Well, not a lot, but just they're stretched out throughout the day. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys this update. It is payday, so you know, I mean, I'm sitting right here, so you already know. It is payday, and I wanted to share these updates with you, which I'm very excited to share. All right, guys, so let's get straight into it. I'm gonna give you my numbers, and then I'm gonna go over the updates for like this week or whatever. Okay, so my 401k. I'm not gonna post this number, but before my contribution, like as of today, before my actual contribution hits, it's sitting at, I'm not gonna post the number, but $31,916.37. And now my 401k contribution, by the way, last pay period or payday update, I was telling you guys that my company did not put my match on, but by the end of the day, it actually hit. So we're good. Y'all was like, yo, yeah, you need to call and get that straightened out. I had sent in a case like for them to review it and everything. And when I looked at my platform, it was there. So I was happy about that. So my actual contribution amount, you guys know, is $492.29. That's how much I add to my account or to my 401k. And the match, but it's not really anything to be smiling about, but I mean, I'll take it, you know what I'm saying? But obviously they don't match 100%, obviously. So I think it's like 75% of the first something, and then 50% of the next 2% at a cap of 4%. I don't know, something like that, okay? Anyway, that is $123.07, excuse me. So moving forward, my total contribution will be up basically into the end of this year, because it's going to go up because I'll be maxing out in January, God willing. But for the rest of the year, it's going to be, I'm telling you this number so you'll know, $615.36. So that's how much I'll be contributing to my 401k for the rest of this year. So I have 4 more paychecks left. So all right, so after that though, it'll be, my 401k balance will be $32,531.73. Now my goal for this month, I think on my board, is $33,400, something like that. I do have another paycheck coming, so hopefully with some growth, it'll cross over the 33,000 mark and all that kind of stuff. All right, my 457B, I'm not adding anything to that. You guys know that until I start maxing out next year, God willing, and that is sitting at $3,022.42. I definitely feel like it was lower, like it was more than that last time, but the market was down just a little bit because all the stuff was going on. So my goal for this month is to reach $3,100, my 457, which obviously would be just growth because I'm not adding anything. All right, my Roth is sitting at $16,561.77, and you guys know I maxed out for the second time this year. Super excited to max out in 2026, God willing, and really hit that, like, you know, 20-something thousand dollar milestone for my Roth, which is amazing to me. And again, it was, I think, 7,000, I think, for this year, and last year was 6,500 or something like that. I think so. And I know next year, God willing, it's 7,500. So anyway, my total invested right now is $52,115.92. And that feels really good because we've crossed over the 51,000 mark cross over 52,000, excuse me. And my goal for this month is to exceed 53,000. Now you guys know, and I'll talk about this tomorrow in my race to 55,000 video updates. Make sure you check that out, and we'll look at the numbers and kind of where we are. But I'm racing to 55. I want to at least hit 55 before the end of the year, which I'm on track to do that. Thank you, God. So, and with 4 more paychecks, you know, we're on track. So we'll see. All right, now let's get into all the exciting things for this pay period. Now, I want to share my home equity update. I made a payment towards my mortgage, so I just rounded it out to $450 toward the principal in terms of counting toward equity, but I think it's like $438. So I'll give you the exact number next time. So, but I just rounded it up, so it's $51,775. All right, that feels really good, exciting. IRS tax debt, 2017. I did not add anything from my paycheck to that, and I don't see myself adding anything, so you probably won't get a video for that this week. But I definitely will be adding something. Is it next week or week after? I don't know, sometime. But we're definitely on track. We're paying this off, okay? Now, my Freedom Fund, I want to say, I'm not going to go and tell you exact numbers today because I have a whole playlist for that and a whole just, you know, yeah, a whole series, literally. So I'm not going to tell you how much I added there, but I did add something from this paycheck. Yeah, sorry. I did add something from this paycheck to that. So I've just hit a new milestone. And if you know, you know, because I just told you in the last video. Go back and watch that last video. Actually, watch the last 2 videos so you can actually update yourself if you haven't watched it, if you're new here. What my goals are for this goal in terms of funding my Freedom Fund savings account. Check out those first two videos. But if you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. So check out that last video and you'll know. But I'm excited about that, and I can't wait to give you guys an update on that. And that'll be on Saturday is when I post those videos on the pay period weeks, or every week actually. All right, I also wanted to share that I did meet my bonus threshold for October. So the month of October is closed out, and you guys know that my position is production based. It's not like a really big deal, honestly. It's more so an incentive for me, like just something added on to my salary, which I definitely appreciate. The other clinicians I work with, they're not production based, just me. I don't know, I kind of feel some way about it, kind of not. I don't know, I don't care. Because my last position was production based too. So I definitely, I mean, I have a good salary, so I'm grateful for that. So this is really just like extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then I should get paid out my bonus in February, as long as I hit my numbers, my thresholds. But I told you in the last video that there's a certain number I have to hit like every 6 months, and then if I hit that number, then I get paid out in February and then in August. So I started in July, and I didn't start seeing patients until September because of credentialing stuff. So I'm technically behind. So I had to kind of come up with a number every month that would kind of make up for the lost time. But basically, I got what I had for September, and then October I hit that number. So that's what I mean. So obviously it's new, a new month. So hopefully everything goes well, and I hit that number for November and then in December, and then I should be able to get paid out in February. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that money when I do get it, and I'm claiming that I'll get that. I think I want to put it in my Freedom Fund just so I can see it, right? Obviously, I could put it toward my final IRS debt, which will be the last debt I'm working on in 2026, other than before I get to student loans and mortgage. I could put it towards that, but I think I really would love to see it in my Freedom Fund so I can see what I work for, what I earn, and then see that interest grow from there. So I don't know. Let me know what you think I should do with that. But last time, I've gotten like 2 so far because I had it in my last role. There were like a few thousand. So it's not like, but you can get a whole lot more than that technically, but I ain't about to stress myself out and burn myself out. I like to do good patient care, and it's not about numbers like that for me when it comes to my work. So I can't, it's a balancing act for me when it comes to that, because I'm not about to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. That's all I'm gonna say. But, you know, it's gonna be a good incentive, a good bonus. So, Also should be getting, God willing, increase around that time too, an annual increase around March or April. It used to be in January, but the company, when they changed over some things, now it's in like March or April. I don't know for sure because I left, you guys know earlier this year, I left the company in January. So I didn't even get to see when the actual pay raises came out for this year, because this was the first year they changed it. So I don't know. I know it's like around March or April or something like that. But anyway, so those are things that I just want to give you an update. Also, you guys know I have virtual practice that where I see clients outside of my hospital healthcare role, which I really enjoy. I really do. I love. It's more like millennials versus like obviously I work with kids in my full-time job. So it gives me a good balance, and I genuinely enjoy that, because I know me, I get bored easily, and stuff be easy for me. And I know that sounds crazy. When you did something for almost 20 years, yeah, like So the weekend virtual sessions from my home office, they just hit different. And then also just knowing that the money I earn from those sessions is going straight to like paying off my debt and also my savings account. So it just hit different. You know, I'm like, okay, I get to sacrifice my weekend, a Saturday. I don't do Sundays. I'm not doing Sundays. I'm trying to keep that as a rule for myself. But sacrifice those, you know, those pretty much first part of my week, my morning or mid-afternoon, to help some people. That just feels good. And then it's like God gives me a blessing back by helping me reach my goals, my financial goals. So I love that. But anyway, my whole point is I got like 2 new patients. So my weekend slots are filling up. I just joined a group practice. I don't have any patients there yet. I'm still going through the credentialing process. So this right here is actually like a EAP virtual platform that I use. And I've been using for like, I don't know, like 6-7 months now. It's going out pretty fast. I don't know, something like that. I know they just told me that I hit like I'm about to hit a milestone, and they're about to like move me up in terms of like marketing. So like I'm about to be like on the main page or something like that. They just sent me an email, and they sent me an email saying happy birthday, which I appreciate those little things. So yeah, and it's straightforward. It's you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a therapist, you know it's a lot that goes into a documentation and stuff. This isn't like that, and I really like it, honestly. So anyway, that was a blessing though. Like I said, getting a couple new patients, and I do have a goal to get 2 to 3 new patients, either in this practice or like my group practice for this month of November. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. We're almost done, guys. Stay with me. I know how y'all be at them 15-minute long videos. Okay, so here's the last thing then, I guess. I knew I was gonna get an HSA contribution. I think I told y'all about that it was gonna be like $1,500. My company pays out $1,500 every year. Now I think next year is gonna go down to $500, but you get it automatically. This year and years prior, you have to like do these different steps in order to get the contribution. Now $1,500 is for those who have a family, as far as like your insurance and stuff. And I think it's $750 if you're like a single employer, whatever, or employee. And so I knew I was gonna have $1,500. Now my goal was to use it to pay off one of my kids' braces. And I told y'all obviously I have a 17, 18-year-old, but those accounts are under my name still. So there was like, I think I paid like $4,500 each for both of them, like each kid. And there was like what was it? Like a special that they were running whenever, this is like a year ago. Yeah, there was a special they were running, I think $1,000 off if you started that month, and then I put $500 down on each. So I think that took it down to like $3,500 or something like that. 45 minus 1,000, 3,500, and the 500. So okay, 3,000, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, and I was okay because I knew that was something they wanted. And speaking of Medicaid, y'all, listen, hint. If you do have Medicaid and you got kids and you think they might need braces, get them braces while they got Medicaid. Because I'm telling you, if there was something I could go back and do, it would be get my kids braces while they were. But here's the thing, I haven't had Medicaid or food stamps or anything like that in like 10 years. By the time when they were around that age, or when I had Medicaid and stuff, they were like 7 or 8. They couldn't get braces then. The dentist didn't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how old you gotta be to get braces, but they couldn't get them then, that's all I know. But if things were changed and different, the timeline, all that, I definitely would get it through Medicaid, because it's I don't want to say it's not free, because taxpayers are paying for it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you could save yourself a lot of money, because basically this cost me like over $6,000, something like that. So anyway, I paid off, you know, basically it was like $300 every month I was paying, like $146 each kid. So I was paying that, and then I got the dental insurances, but they weren't paying out on time, and it was just a big thing. And so I'm like, this ain't even doing nothing. So I'm basically just paying every month, because I don't like debt, and all I'm saying is just debt. But my kids' smiles are changing, and it's an investment. It's like, for me, it was investing in their future, because I want them to have a beautiful smile and feel confident about themselves. So, and they just, such amazing transformation so far. And my daughter's almost done. She actually has like maybe 1 or 2 more appointments, and then she'll get her retainers. And my son has probably like 3 or 4, 5, maybe more appointments, and then he'll be done. But anyway, so my whole plan was to use the $1,500 to pay off at least one of the kids' braces, and I was gonna pay off the other one, just the cash, whatever, right? Well, I think this is what I think happened. I don't know. All I know is I checked my my pay stub yesterday. So I check it every Wednesday of pay period, week, and I looked, and my paycheck amount was like thousands of dollars more. I'm like, what? I'm like thinking I'm seeing something, because you know what I'm saying, like, what in the world? And I looked on my pay stub, and it said the incentive, and okay, it should say $1,500, but it said $3,000. I'm like, what's this? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sense. I'm like Googling inside the thing, and I'm like, I don't know, like, this is crazy. And I know it's not a mistake, you know, nothing like that. But so what I think happened, and this is what I think happened, I think, y'all remember when I left earlier this year? When I resigned, I left. Y'all remember I had already earned out a bonus, but I was like, because I'm leaving in January and the payout for the bonus ain't until February, I don't think I'm gonna get my bonus. We'll see. But I ended up getting it. They still end up sending it to me a whole month later, even though I wasn't employed. Thank you, God. And I was like, okay, I like this company. Even though the company I left them for didn't pay me out my sick time. So then I'm like, yeah, see, Anyway, I also think I had qualified for my HSA payout incentive. That was the other thing that I was gonna be leaving behind, right? And I think I forgot all about it, and it didn't even hit me. I think I was just like, oh, I gotta just write this off, the bonus and the HSA, because the timeline just didn't match up, whatever. Well, what I think happened is when they were paying me out this one for this, you know, this round, they also went back and paid me for the one from earlier this year that I didn't get to get while I was still, because I'm technically like a rehire. They don't because I'm still in the system, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh my God, y'all, are you kidding me? When I tell you, I was like, thank you, God. So guess what that means? I was planning on paying off one of the kids' braces with that, but then I get to pay off both of them. So why is this important, y'all? Because I don't really do even talking to y'all about this, but like in the back of my head, I'm like, dang, okay, I'm on track to like pay off this IRS tax debt 2017 by the end of the year. I don't know how, by the grace of God, a miracle, to pay out, get the $6,000 saved. We're gonna figure this out. It's really kind of dependent on how many clients I get and all that kind of stuff. But those are my 2 goals. But in the back of my mind, I was like, there's still one more thing that I still want to make sure I do by the end of this year, and that's to pay off my kids' braces. I had already told myself I do not want to take that into 2026. I want to have that paid off. I knew I could have one of them paid off, but I was still like, I needed like $800 or something more dollars. I was thinking in my mind, like, to pay off, because I was still gonna have like maybe like $100 or something left that I could put toward my son's braces, basically, right? And I was like, but where am I gonna get that from? If I could use the money I was gonna put toward my savings or my IRS tax debt and pay off his braces, but that's slowing down my progress, and I only got like less than 60 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm like literally trying to figure this out, and then boom, God just hit me with that. I was like, okay, God, say less. You ain't said nothing, y'all. I just, when I tell you God just be coming through for me, like it really is like, it's crazy. But I just want to share that with y'all because it's just a blessing, and I'm just so grateful. When you set a goal, God will meet you. Like, I'm telling you, like, you gotta lock in and be serious about this thing. And when you do, when God knows you're not playing around and he can trust you, I say, God, you can trust me with more. I promise you can. Like, maybe let me get some money. Give me some whirlwinds Is that what you call it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like some random money. I'm gonna do right by it. And that's why God be blessing me with stuff, because he know I'm gonna do right by it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like so grateful, because now, y'all, I'm telling you, when I say I'm locked in on this savings goal and paying off this last little bit of this IRS tax debt, I'm locked in. And then don't let God like bless me with some more patience and stuff that I can sit on weekends or in the evenings. Oh, we going full force, because ain't no time probably mess around and start paying off my next tax debt, or just add more to my savings account and get closer to that goal, because you know we gotta really stack up, because a lot going on in the economy right now. Anyway, y'all, this is like 20 minutes. Thank you if you watched it to the end. Thank you so much. I just wanted to share it with you. Anyway, stay tuned. This week I'm sharing my race to 55,000 update tomorrow. Saturday will be the savings account update, so make sure you check that out to just kind of see where we are. All right, guys, thank y'all so much. Again, this is my birthday week. I appreciate each and every one of you, the love that you show me. Thank you for watching my channel, for supporting my channel, liking each video, sharing it. Everything helps me grow, seriously. So thank y'all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?